Today, we're gonna be talking about the most influential leader till date in the Nepal, Biseswar Prasad Koirala, on the episode of the Fantasy. Biseswar Prasad Koirala, widely known as the Bibi Koirala, is one of the most important person in the Nepali politics. He was born in the Banaras and he was the second child of the Koirala family. Being highly influenced by the independence of the India, he decided to establish a social activist party in the Nepal, which is till date known as the Nepali Congress. And one of the most important aim of the party was to overthrow the Rana regime in the Nepal, which he did successfully and set free from the Nepal from the autocracy of the Rana. After then, under the supervision of the King Mahendra, Nepal had established a free parliamentary election in which the Nepali Congress won the two-third majority and was able to form the government in 1959. Koirala was the first democratically elected and the 22nd Prime Minister of the Nepal, and he was successful in aim to establish the democracy in the Nepal. Finally, he held his government for the 18 months. Then after, he was imprisoned by the King Mahendra. And finally, in the 1968, the Prime Minister Surya Bahadur Thapa, who led the Liberal Rashtriya Panchayat Party, played an important role on releasing him from the prison, and finally he was later released from the prison. Then he was suffering from the throat cancer. So after then, he being released from the prison, he has gone under the self-exile to Banaras, and he came back in Nepal only after many years in 1976. Before then, that he was in Banaras and was leading a party, although he was in the Banaras. And after, when he came back to Nepal in the 1976, when he finally came back Nepal in the 1976, he was arrested by the government for the attempting the armed revolution in the Nepal. Finally, he was cleared from all allegations in the 1981 and was free to visit USA for his further treatment. Finally, after all his contribution to nation upliftment, he died in 1982 January. Although after his death, he is still alive in the Nepalese heart, and he will always be alive in the Nepalese history. This much for today. Please subscribe.